told you that your English problem is not vocabulary, not grammar, not pronunciation, but the way your brain lives every single day? Because in this episode, I'm going to tell you what really happened when I tried living completely in English for 1 full week. No Arabic content, no Arabic thinking, no Arabic habits, only English. And honestly, at the beginning, I thought this challenge would improve my English, but something much bigger happened instead. My focus changed. The way I think changed. Even the way I react to life started changing slowly. And during this episode, we'll talk about why your brain keeps translating, why English feels heavy sometimes, how daily exposure changes your thinking, and how English slowly becomes natural inside your mind. And maybe, by the end of this episode, you'll stop seeing English as a school subject and start seeing it part of your real life. So, put on your headphones, relax, and let's begin this journey together. The first day felt exciting, almost too exciting. I woke up early, took my phone, and immediately remembered the challenge. 1 full week, only English. So I changed everything. My phone language, my YouTube recommendations, my music, my TikTok feed, even my notes. Everything became English. And honestly, at first, it felt motivating, like I was becoming a new version of myself. I started thinking, maybe this is the secret. Maybe people improve fast because they live inside the language, not only study it. So during the morning, I listened to English podcasts while making coffee. I watched English videos during breakfast. I even tried thinking in English while walking outside, and for a few hours, everything felt amazing. But then my brain started getting tired, very tired, because I realized something uncomfortable. I still translated everything, every sentence, every thought, every reaction. Even simple things became slow. I wanted to send a message, and suddenly my brain stopped. I knew exactly what I wanted to say in Arabic, but English, it felt far away. And honestly, that frustrated me a little, because I always thought if I understand English videos, then my English must be good. But understanding and living inside the language are completely different things, and that was my first real realization. Maybe the reason many people feel stuck is because English only exists during study time, inside lessons, inside grammar exercises, inside classrooms. But real fluency, maybe it starts when English becomes part of your normal life. On the second day, something strange started happening. My brain automatically opened Arabic apps without thinking. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. My fingers moved automatically. And honestly, that scared me a little, because I realized something. Many things we do every day are just habits, not conscious decisions. I opened TikTok once, and after 5 minutes, I suddenly stopped and thought, wait, why am I even here? I didn't open the app for a reason. My brain just wanted stimulation, fast videos, fast sounds, fast entertainment. And suddenly, English started feeling different too. At the beginning of the week, English felt slow, very slow. But after reducing all the noise around me, something interesting happened. I started enjoying slower things again. Long podcasts, long conversations, simple videos. Even silence started feeling peaceful. And honestly, that changed my listening completely. Before this challenge, I listened to English for entertainment, but now I started listening carefully. I noticed pronunciation more. I noticed expressions more. I noticed emotions inside the voice. And for the first time, English stopped sounding like random words. It started sounding alive, like a real language, not just something inside textbooks. And then something funny happened. One day, I accidentally answered someone in English. For 1 second, my brain forgot Arabic completely. And honestly, that small moment made me ridiculously happy because it felt natural, not forced, not translated, just natural. And that tiny moment gave me motivation to continue the challenge, because maybe fluency doesn't arrive suddenly. Maybe it arrives through hundreds of small moments like this. But the hardest part of the week was not English. It was loneliness. Because when you remove your normal habits, you suddenly hear your thoughts more clearly. And honestly, that felt uncomfortable at first. No endless scrolling, no random videos, no constant distraction, just silence. And during that silence, I started noticing things about myself. How quickly I get bored, how often I escape difficult thoughts, how much stimulation my brain wants every few minutes. And one night, I almost gave up completely. I opened YouTube, and my brain wanted Arabic videos so badly. Something easy, something familiar, something comfortable. And honestly, for a few minutes, I just stared at the screen, because part of me wanted comfort, but another part wanted change. And that moment felt deeper than English. It felt like a battle between habits and growth. But then, something unexpected happened. Instead of opening random videos, I played a slow English podcast, and I just listened quietly in the dark. No subtitles, no translating, no pressure, just listening. And suddenly, English stopped feeling like studying. It started feeling peaceful, comfortable, almost emotional. And honestly, that moment changed the entire challenge for me, because I realized something important. Maybe language learning becomes easier when you stop treating it like homework and start treating it like part of your life, part of your mornings, part of your walks, part of your thoughts. And after that night, something inside me became calmer. Not fluent, not perfect, but calmer. And strangely, that calmness made my English better too. After a few more days, something strange happened. English stopped feeling foreign. Not completely, but a little. I stopped translating every single sentence. Some thoughts started appearing directly in English. Very small thoughts. I'm tired. This coffee tastes good. I need to reply later. And honestly, that felt amazing, because for the first time, English was not something I was building. It was something my brain started using naturally. And the strangest part, my personality even felt slightly different. Calmer, softer, more patient. Because when you speak in another language, you slow down. You think before reacting. You choose words carefully. And somehow that changes the energy inside your mind too. I also noticed something else. My confidence became better. Not because my English suddenly became perfect, but because I stopped being afraid of the language. That fear slowly disappeared because English became normal inside my daily life. And honestly, that changes everything. Many people think fluency comes from studying harder, but after this week, I started believing something different. Maybe fluency comes from exposure, from living inside the language long enough until your brain stops seeing it as difficult. And one of my favorite moments happened near the end of the week. I was listening to a podcast while walking outside, and suddenly I realized something. I understood everything, not word by word, not by translating. I just understood naturally. And honestly, that moment felt unreal. Because for years, I thought fluency was some huge magical level. But now, I think fluency is simply this: feeling comfortable inside the language, feeling relaxed while listening, feeling normal while speaking, and maybe that's the real goal after all. At the end of the week, I sat quietly in my room. No music, no distractions, no scrolling, just silence. And honestly, for the first time in a long time, my mind felt clear, not overloaded, not noisy. But during this week, English forced me to slow down, to listen more carefully, to think more carefully, to become present again. And honestly, that changed me more than I expected. Because now, when I listen to English, I don't panic anymore. When I speak, I don't feel the same fear. And when I make mistakes, I continue talking. Because English stopped feeling like a test. It started feeling like part of my normal life. And maybe that's why many people stay stuck for years. They study English, but they never truly live with it. They memorize, but they never build a relationship with the language. And honestly, this challenge taught me something beautiful. Fluency is not a magical moment. It's not suddenly speaking perfectly overnight. It's simply reaching a point where the language feels comfortable, natural, familiar, real. And maybe you can reach that point too, not by studying harder all the time, but by slowly allowing English to become part of your daily life, your thoughts, your habits, your environment. And honestly, that might change more than just your English. It might change your mind too. And honestly, if you are listening to this right now, maybe this is your sign to change the way you learn English. Not by pressure, not by forcing yourself, not by memorizing thousands of words every day, but by building a real connection with the language. Through listening, through daily exposure, through small habits. Because after this week, I finally understood something. English becomes easier when it stops feeling separate from your real life. And that's exactly what we try to help students do inside Avatar Academy. Not only study English, but actually live with it. Through podcasts, shadowing, daily listening, and realistic English practice. And soon, registration for our new course will open. The seats will be limited this time because we want to focus more on quality, support, and student progress. So if you want to ask about the course, you can contact us on WhatsApp. We'll leave the number in the description and also in the pinned comment. And don't forget, all our pages and platforms are in the description